almost 11 o'clock in the morning. I hate starting late. Tug test. Trailer still attached. Alright. We are at a Flying J somewhere in Kansas. Let's see, don't really. Salina, that's right. Salina, Kansas. We're headed to Zanesville, Ohio. We got a load of empty bakery trays coming from Denver, which is home for me. Get out of here. I've got to oil my seat. Freaking squeaking. My girlfriend will laugh when she hears that because I always talk about squeaking. But yeah, we're gonna head out of here. I got here at about midnight last night, and I was kind of shocked. This Flying J was probably 2/3 empty. So I don't know why Mr. Werner over here is parked in everyone's way, but I was shocked so late at night that it was so empty. I'd paid for reserved parking, but I didn't even need it, which is, I don't really care paying for reserved parking. I like knowing I have somewhere to stop. I don't generally do it unless I start out late like I did yesterday. I couldn't pick this up till 3 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday, so we got a late start.
Turn right on I-70 East.
I just wanted to make sure I had a place to park, which I did, but I didn't need to pay for it. But that's okay. I'm probably going to reserve another spot tonight. I got to see how much further I'm going to be able to get today. I don't drop this off until Saturday at noon, so I have plenty of time. It's just I want to get as close as I can. We'll see what's what after that. I guess I could have went right there. It is hot today. The thermometer says it's only 94 right now, but it's also only 11 o'clock in the morning. We're going to go back up here and hop onto 70 East. See what this day holds. This load's really light. It's probably only 16,000 pounds, so pretty much like it's not even back there, which is nice. That Flying J I just stayed at had a Huddle House. Never eaten at one. I know I watched some other videos of some guys that like it, but I've never eaten at one. And most of the time I get up and I just want to go. Not really interested in sitting around too long and eating breakfast. It's just time to get on the road. Had to clean the windshield this morning too. It's the bugs have been terrible lately. Had to stop last night in the middle of the night. Clean some bug guts off. Alright, well we only have 888 miles left on this one. Hopefully we'll get about 600 or so of that, maybe 7, that'd be nice. But the farther east we go, the speed limit will decrease more and more. So we'll make the best of this 75 while we got it, but once we get out of Kansas into Missouri, it'll go down. And I think Illinois goes down even more. So, which is okay. I guess that saves on fuel economy. But I'd rather go. So we're driving a 2016 Volvo V&L 780. is an automatic. No, I don't have an auto only on my CDO. I just wanted an automatic. Man, they're just easier, they're more convenient. My next truck probably won't be an automatic, but this one is. Just starting out, I figured there was less to worry about. This truck does good. I like it. Pulling a 53-foot Great Dane dry van. It's my own company, my own authority. So dispatch my own loads. My girlfriend does help me with stuff when I need it. She's also the one that's going to edit these videos for me. Get a YouTube channel going. I think that I know there's a lot of trucking channels out there. There's a couple of them that I really like. It seems like there's not a lot of them that show what things are actually like, though. It's always just, some type of drama or some type of hoopla that, maybe I'm just lucky so far, but hopefully there's not a lot of drama and hoopla, because I got better things to do than deal with that. But we're going to do some videos about just kind of the daily life of an over-the-road truck driver. But when I say over the road, I'm truly over the road. I go anywhere. I don't run a certain lane. I don't stay in certain states. I go everywhere. I go where the money takes me. My very first load was January 4th of 2020. Sorry, 2021 of this year. And since then, I have been in pretty much every state except for Maine. The last few runs I did were one pick, multiple stops in the Pacific Northwest. Those are okay. It was furniture. Kind of a pain in the butt getting in and out of some of the places, but they were pretty good. I'm not going to discuss money on this channel. It's none of your guys' business, and really, there's enough channels out there if you want to see how these super truckers are getting rich. You can watch those. I'm doing just fine for myself, but I don't think that the money part is necessary. Some loads pay good, some don't pay as good. That's just the way it goes. Get into a couple hours of our drop-off. The drop-off hours are odd. It's a Saturday drop-off, but from noon to 4. I wish it was a little earlier. I don't know, I might call them and see if I can deliver it a little earlier, but that doesn't always work out, so we'll see after we drop this off. I'm originally from Ohio. My parents still live there. So we're going to drop this off and go visit them for a couple of days and then get back to it. Just spent a couple days at home resetting the clock, hanging out with the people most important in my life. Picked up my puppy dog Apollo. He's I think he's probably about 11 months old now, 11-month-old tricolor bully. He's awesome. Man, I tried for weeks, months actually, to adopt a dog, and it was crazy because we would put in applications. My girlfriend would help me. We'd put in applications, and we did get one that was like, yeah, come meet the dog, but kind of just decided that one wouldn't be best. He got car sick and stuff. Not a good trucking buddy, but put in adoption paper after adoption paper and got told no. Now, we have 2 other little dogs, one of whom is diabetic. He gets insulin twice a day, a special diet. My girlfriend's worked with animals her whole life. She's worked at dog boarding places, this and that. And we got told no over and over again. It's like the rescues really just want to keep the dogs for themselves or something. I don't know, because it was insane. So we ended up buying this dog and got very lucky in doing so. The person that had him before us took really good care of him, which is awesome. but we have them now. But it's just, it was insane the way. All right. We are 50 miles from St. Louis on 70 East, but it is almost 5 o'clock. So we are not moving very good at all. It is what it is. This way station's closed. Good. Although, like I said, I'm really light, so that doesn't really matter. Pretty much the first slowdown of the day, though. We've been making fairly decent time. Still have a lot of miles I'd like to make today. We'll see. I got a Flying J punched in. It's a huge one, I guess. He called. See how many reserve spots they have left. There's 22 left right now, but apparently they have over 200 parking spots, so it's a big one. So I don't know if we'll worry about reserving one or not, because it's going to be late again. But with all these delays here, depending how long this takes, I don't even know if we'll be able to make it that far. Westbound side is closed too. Kind of a middle of the state way station. A lot of times they're closed. morning. The next day, you can see what fun we're having here. Just left the Flying J where I spent the night. Didn't get there until about 11 o'clock again last night, so another late night, late morning start. I hate it, but wasn't too bad. And now here we are a few miles down the road, and we're stuck in this. There's an accident somewhere up the road here. One guy on the CB told us that the accident in the right lane, you'll need to be in the left. And here we sit. I've tried a couple times on the CB to get someone to tell me how far up it is, but either no one can hear me, which I just recalibrated my CB and it still didn't seem to work. So I don't know. Hey, anybody know what mile marker this accident's at? Either no one can hear me, nobody cares, and no one uses the CB anymore. So here we just sit in traffic. Got a window of delivery today between noon and 4. I'm 3 hours away. That's 11:15. Should have plenty of time, but this is really annoying. Picking up loads in the middle of the day. I don't know if I already said that, but it throws everything off. I didn't get to leave Denver until 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and it threw this whole trip off. I pretty much drive during the day. I like to start quite early and end early, get parking and all that stuff. I honestly thought I'd like to drive more overnight, but that is not the case. Put some new headlights and stuff in the truck. I got to adjust them once I get stopped in Ohio. They need adjusted. They're pointing a little too low, but still, driving at night is just, I don't know. I really thought I'd enjoy it, but I mean, quite frankly, most of the loads that I've gotten anyway, driving at night really won't work. You gotta just drive during the day because you have daytime drop-offs, and the business hours of all the receivers and shippers are during the daytime. It's just hard to get adjusted to a night schedule out here, I think. A lot of guys do it. I mean, I've done it on a few loads, and not having any of the traffic and stuff is pretty nice, but that's probably about the best part of it, really. Still just cruising down 70 behind the U.S. mail. We are 10 miles from our drop here in Zanesville, Ohio. Freaking gorgeous here. 79 degrees. Pretty clear skies. Although ahead of us it actually looks like it might rain, but we don't have much farther to go that way. Get up here, get these off. It is, what time is it? 2:36. So I have got to get a new phone now for my cell phone. I bought two expensive ones that suck. The little steel ball thing, I had that stuck to the dash. The double-sided tape on the back gave up, it fell. Then I have a Brackertron, which I actually really like, but it seems to want to fall out of the window all the time, especially when it's hot, which, yeah, I get it. It's hot, so it doesn't want, but then when I wash the window and try to put it back, it just keeps falling out. So that's really, really annoying. So I gotta figure out something new with that. So right now I have the Brackertron bracket screwed into the dash where I used to have an iPad mounted, and it's over there, but that moves a lot more than the windshield mount. So the phone's always vibrating, so it's hard to read. So that's got to get fixed. But after we get this dropped off, we're going to go to Love's, get some fuel, get some food, walk the dog, and then head on up to where we're going to spend a few days with my parents, hang out with them for a while. I really need to get the truck washed. It's filthy. I hate when my truck's dirty and it's filthy, but I need to get it washed. And then when I bought this truck, it had a horrible smell of cigarettes in it. And I've got it beat down a lot. I've used the steam cleaner and ozone machine, all that stuff. But when you're in it for a while, you don't notice it. But once you get out and like take a shower and put on clean clothes, your old ones smell like stale freaking cigarettes. So when I'm stopped for these few days, I brought the ozone machine with me, and I've ran it in here for like an hour, 30 minutes at a time, whatever. I'm gonna turn that thing on and let it run overnight and just try to kill this stuff off. I'm tired of smelling like cigarettes. It's disgusting. So that's something we need to do, but this hasn't been a bad trip. It's taken longer than it seems like it should have. That starting and the end of the day stuff just really throws off everything that you want to do. You're stopping late. It was midnight again last night when I stopped, so you couldn't start until 10 o'clock this morning, and then now it's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon, or 3 o'clock in the afternoon already. Yeah, 2:40, and we're getting here. I don't like messing around. I have the noon to 4 window. I'd have rather been here at noon getting it unloaded, but it is what it is. It'll be done. It'll be dropped off on time. We'll get it factored and get it paid. That's really what it's all about. The sign for Love's up right there. Not sure, because there's a Love's to the east of us, a Love's to the west of us. And I need to go north, so I'll just probably see which one's closer. I'm not sure. I may come back west before I head north, because I got to go northwest. So we will see what route we take back. Let's see where we're going to stop. I stop at Love's 99% of the time. Always for fuel. It's more expensive. I have fuel cards. I don't use them. I should. I don't. I like Love's. Truck stops are nasty. TAs and pilots are gross. I hate going to them. Love's are always clean. They're always nice. The people are always friendly. They're better all around than any other truck stop you can go to. I'm sure someone will probably have a different opinion than that. I don't care. Love's is by far the best chain truck stop there is. There's mom and pop ones that are really, really nice. I like stopping at those, but there's just not that many of them left. So I am a Love's loyalist and will continue to be. So we got 3.8 miles till exit 157. And it's only 6.9 miles to the destination. I've dropped off here once before. Their normal deliveries go on the east side of the building. These are on the west side of the building. We're just returning some of their trays. These Must be a pretty normal run from Denver out to here. When I leave Denver and I head east, I like heading east when I leave Denver. And if anyone drives, you'll know, but coming from the west back to the east, it seems like you take a hit every time. The pay is usually not as good. Every now and then you can score something good, but leaving Denver, I always look for something light, something easy, and something coming, you know, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois. That's where I really like to go and start my trips. There's just a lot more freight over this way. I don't mind going to the southeast either, Carolinas and Georgia and all that, but there is so much more traffic down that way that when I start, I try to come this way. I really like doing trips east. I like to stay in the east. Although the last couple big trips I've done, I've ended up out in the Pacific Northwest. So I got to be out there for their really fun heat wave. That was fantastic. But like I said before, I don't do lanes. I chase money. So that's what we're here doing. So if the money pays to go to the Northwest, the Southwest, the Midwest, I don't care. Wherever pays me the most, that's where I'm going. And I do try to avoid a lot of spots with mountains and hills. Like, I'm from Denver. I won't run 70 west over those mountains.
1.5 miles. Take exit 157 on the right to Ohio 93. Then take the first left.
That's just insane. There's no need to do all that. That puts so much strain on your truck. All your equipment, I'm good on that. And then when winter time comes, I go south. I don't want to drive on crappy icy roads and the snow and all that stuff. I have no desire. So it's down to the 10 in the winter time, and it is what it is. So right now it's perfect. Try to horrible roads, you know, smash my truck apart. That's really nice. But just want to get up here and get this thing delivered. Go from there. I'm hungry. I want a shower. So after this is off, that's what's going to happen. It's Saturday. I'm not even going to try to book another load. I'm just going to head up to my parents' house. Get up there, visit them for a while. There's some huge...
Take exit 157 on the right to Ohio 93. Then take the first left.
There's a big garage sale going on. It's called the 127 Garage Sales. My parents always set up and sell things at that, so I'm going to help them out. Here's our exit 157, Adamsville. And it's not very far to the bakery. We're delivering to a bakery.
Turn left on Pleasant Grove Road.
It's a horrible name. It's called the Bimbo Bakery. I'd never heard of it until the first time I delivered here. And then a few days ago, I was at a truck stop out in California, and I saw Bimbo Bakery, like raisin bread, and I got some. It's actually very, very good. What is that vibrating? Oh, that's the dog. It's one thing about this truck, and I don't know if it's all Volvos or all semis or just mine, but it just seems like it rides smooth, but man, there's some vibrations and things that it's just like, oh my God, stop it. I'm sure it's
in 2 3/4 miles. Turn left on East Point Drive.
And stuff. That type of thing's gonna happen. It's annoying. Worst roads in the country, Colorado. Oh my gosh. It'll feel like you're driving down a washboard. I hate it. Worst drivers too. People can't drive out there. They're terrible. They don't pay attention to anything that's going on. Horrible. Cruise up here and see what we got going on. Hopefully. So I know that when we turn in here, I think there's 2, maybe 3 doors where they take these. Hopefully there's nothing in them, and I'm just going to back into one and then we'll get checked in. I know they're pretty quick unloading these. To load them, it's kind of different because they have them at the bakery in Denver, and they're just stored in semi-trailers outside till they have enough to fill up a trailer to send back. So you're backing up to trailers, and one of the guys there is dragging the stacks of them on, and they load them by hand. Quite the process for that, but it generally doesn't take long. They're